Inside the tower, locked away in a room with no doors or stairs, lived a young girl named Rapunzel. Rapunzel was a girl with long flowing hair that shimmered like strands of sunlight. Her hair was so golden and silky that it seemed to glow with a magical light. Every morning, Rapunzel would comb her hair, and the sunlight would dance off it, filling the room with a soft, warm glow. Her hair was so long that it reached the floor and coiled around the room like a golden river. The witch would visit her every day, climbing up the tower with the help of Rapunzel's magical hair. Rapunzel was locked away in the tower by an evil witch who had taken her when she was a baby. The witch had cast a cruel spell on her, and Rapunzel could not leave the tower. One day, a handsome prince was riding through the forest. His horse galloped swiftly through the trees and wildflowers when he heard a soft voice singing from afar. He followed the sound until he came upon the tower. Standing beneath it, he looked up in wonder as he saw Rapunzel's golden hair cascading down like a glimmering waterfall. He had never seen anything so beautiful. Curious and full of hope, the prince called up to Rapunzel, "Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel, who had been lonely for so long, was thrilled to meet someone who cared for her. Her heart fluttered as she lowered her hair, and the prince climbed up, astonished at the long shiny strands of gold. Over time, the prince visited Rapunzel every day. Each time, he would call up to her and climb her golden hair. They would talk and laugh, their voices echoing in the tall tower. Rapunzel's heart bloomed with happiness, for the prince's love was gentle and true. They would dream of a life together outside the tower's stone walls. But one day, the wicked witch overheard the prince's call and discovered the secret. Fury filled her heart, and she rushed to the tower, climbing the hair herself. When she reached the top, she shouted, "Rapunzel! You have betrayed me!" In her rage, she cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair, and in an instant, the tower seemed to grow darker, as if the light had been stolen. The witch, with evil glee, sent Rapunzel far away, casting her into a lonely desert. The prince, searching for his true love, was heartbroken when he arrived at the tower and found it empty. The witch had made the tower a prison once again. The prince rode through forests and crossed mountains, calling out for Rapunzel, hoping to find her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but he never gave up. His heart was filled with love and hope, and he believed that no matter where she was, he would find her. Meanwhile, Rapunzel had wandered far into the wilderness, but she found comfort in the beauty of the meadows, with wildflowers swaying in the breeze. She would sing to herself, her voice as sweet as honey and as soft as cotton clouds. Though she was alone, she found strength in the magic of her song. One day, as the prince was riding through a meadow, he heard a voice so familiar, so sweet, it made his heart race. He followed the sound, and there, under a large willow tree, he found Rapunzel. Her hair, though now shorter, still shimmered like golden sunlight. Tears of joy filled his eyes, and he rushed to her side. The prince and Rapunzel embraced, their hearts beating as one. In that moment, they kissed, and the magic of true love flowed between them. Rapunzel's hair, which had been cut short, grew back even more beautiful than before, as if the land itself rejoiced at their reunion. The air around them sparkled with light. The wicked witch, upon hearing the news of their love, returned to the tower in a fit of rage. But the prince and Rapunzel were no longer afraid. With their love and magic, they defeated the witch's power. The tower, once dark and cursed, now shone with light and happiness, as the evil that had held it captive faded into dust. Rapunzel and the prince returned to the prince's kingdom, where they were greeted with cheers and celebrations. The castle was decorated with flowers, and the air was filled with the sound of laughter and music. They were married in a grand ceremony, surrounded by friends, family, and all those who loved them. Rapunzel and the prince lived happily in their castle, where every day was a new adventure. Gardens full of roses bloomed around their home, and the skies were always bright. They traveled through lush forests and climbed the highest mountains, always hand in hand, with the sound of their laughter echoing through the land. The end. This retelling captures the magical essence of Rapunzel's story, filled with enchanting details, love, and hope, designed to captivate children's imaginations.